Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
This is Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue Week. Got a lot of bikers here in the area. They have this every year. So if you happen to hear some bikes go by, some Harleys and stuff like that, don't be alarmed. Well, there's no reason to be alarmed. Why would I say it like that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyway, just want to let you know.
Some of them are loud.
Yeah, but it's all right. They bring a lot of revenue to the area, and that's good, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes. Anyway, we've got some stuff to talk about, and in case y'all haven't been watching the news, but I'm sure most of you have, you all know that the government is officially shut down now until they can get things figured out in Washington. So what does that mean for the rendezvous coming up? Well, we're going to talk about it.
Those hills are tough.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
For the whole part.
I hear you. Okay, first thing we'd like to mention right out of the chute, and we feel it's very important we bring this up first. We know we're probably going to have a lot of comments. This is not a channel that deals with politics, so in your comments, please keep politics out of it. Anyone that makes a political comment of any kind, that comment will probably be removed.
Right.
Okay.
Because we don't discuss that on this channel.
We don't get into that part of it. Now, the government is shut down. A lot of people are concerned. Okay, are they going to shut down the U.S. Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds, which, of course, the Rendezvous is coming up.
In 13 days.
Yeah, in 13 days. And I don't know if you can tell right now because we kind of straightened stuff up a little bit. Hey, Delilah's sitting over there.
Mm-hmm.
But we are packing right now because this is the last day of our reservation at this particular campground in Northwest Arkansas. And tomorrow we're moving to another campground that is on the way to Texarkana where the rendezvous is going to be held. And so far, we have not gotten an email saying that our reservation has been canceled.
No.
Okay. And it does kind of help that we know a few people, because we've worked as park attendants for some of them for a while for the Corps, off and on. So we know a few rangers and everything. Now, we did get this information secondhand from a couple of park attendants that we've become good friends with. And they told us what their email said, because they mailed out an email in this particular area here this morning. And the general consensus right now, and we can't speak for the Texas because that's in the Dallas district, I think it is, or Fort Worth or Dallas district, for the campground that we're going to be having the rendezvous at. But at least for up here, he seems to think that they're not going to close the campgrounds down, the Corps of Engineer campgrounds. He was real quick to add an addendum to that things could change, but as of right now, it appears that the campgrounds will not be shut down. In addition to that, they're still working on things in Washington, and they might come to an agreement here in a few days. We can only hope. And then, of course, all this concern will be gone. Yeah. So here's what we suggest that you do. We are moving on as planned, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We are going to proceed as if as if everything's going to work out. And we head to the next campground that's partially there, on the way to Texarkana. And we will spend a couple of days there, and then we're going to go ahead and move on down. Now, I did call Texarkana this morning. I called and talked to one of the park attendants there, and he told me as of right now they have not heard a thing up there. Haven't heard a thing about anything. So they too are proceeding as as if everything's normal.
As everything's normal.
Yeah. So, it still remains to be seen. But like we say, we're going to proceed as if everything is going to be fine. The news that although we are very cautious, I cannot stress that enough. We are very cautious about getting excited, but we are getting excited that everything is going to be fine. But still, things can change. So please,
none of us have any control over.
Yeah, so. And we won't have any control over that. We can't call them up and say, hey, we got X amount of people coming. You better keep that campground open. They would just laugh and laugh if we said something like that. Yes. So that's what we've got going on there. On that. There's Tommy. No, we took care of our trash.
Thank you.
All righty. Anyway, they're our neighbors. They've been staying here. Well, that's where we put the battery bank in the other trailer over there. So, one thing we highly recommend that you do, keep checking your emails every day. Because if they do decide to close down and you have a reservation at Texarkana or any Corps of Engineer park on the way, they will send you an email saying that it's been closed, and so, don't go. But what we don't want to happen is if you neglect to check your emails on a daily basis and then you get there and find that, you can't check in. So check your email every day, but right now the news is pretty encouraging as far as the Rendezvous is concerned. But I'll say this one more time, just as the ranger said it, things can change.
Right. Right now we're proceeding as usual.
Yes, that's what we're doing. So we're still preparing, and we're still going to head that way.
Yep.
And see, we have a reservation. Actually, we are scheduled to show up at the location for the Rendezvous, which is Clear Springs. I always try to say Clear Creek. Clear Spring Campground at Texarkana, Texas. We arrive there October 4th, which is this coming Saturday.
Right.
And we haven't, you would think, since that one is so close, because it's only, 3 days away after today, you would think, if they were looking at closing it, they would, be sending us an email on that. But not a single email has come through. So be sure and check your emails. But, don't let this discourage you. Now, another thing, there's two ways you can go. We recommend that, if the campground's too close, we recommend that you wait until you get the official email that the campground is closed and you can't go. And the reason why is because then you will automatically get a full refund.
Right.
A full refund. If you go ahead and cancel your reservation, and you're only talking about a few days difference here. If you go ahead and cancel your reservation, you'll have to pay a $10 cancellation fee, So hang on to that reservation, as long as you can until you hear from them that it's closed. So that's another thing. Another thing that we heard, but we hear again, this is hearsay. How many times can I stress this? This is hearsay. We have no
direct path.
If you are already camping at a campground, a Corps of Engineer campground, and they do decide to close, they're not going to run you off immediately, is what we heard.
That's what we heard.
Is it? Yeah. So it's not like they're going to come around and bang on your door and say you got to go. They're not going to run you off immediately. So it could be, even if they did decide to go ahead and close, let's say if we made it clear to the 15th, well, all of us are already there. It could be that it won't matter and we'll be able to stay anyway.
Right.
Even if it does close. So that's something to think about.
It's been a back and forth, up and down, round and round for us for the last few days.
Right.
Trying to figure out what's going to happen, and this is the best of our information at this time.
But we want to see everybody. We're hoping that everything works out, and all this worry was for nothing, and but then again, we don't want to get you caught off guard, but we're telling you exactly what we know, and right now it appears like everything is going to be okay, but again, what have I said? Things could change.
Yes.
Okay, so don't in the comment section chew me out and cuss me out because you said, well, I said, but I also said, right? So
things would change. We
Anyway.
also said, please keep all political comments out.
Yeah, no political comments. If we get any comment that's political, doesn't matter where it's coming from, what side of the aisle it's coming from, the comment will be removed. It won't be there, and we will be monitoring the comments very closely. We're not a political channel. If you want to get vocal about that kind of stuff, there are plenty of YouTube channels out there where you can go in there and do that. But this is not one of them, right here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and cover one more thing right quick because we've had a lot of people asking about the van.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and I want to say this too, a lot of people had all kinds of suggestions, and I really appreciate all of the suggestions. Some of the suggestions I had already tried and explored, but there were also some that I had not and hadn't even considered.
But you have to understand, this had been going on for 3 years.
Yeah.
Gradually getting worse.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
So we had already played with some of this stuff.
Right. Yeah, we had done all kinds of things. One thing about it is there ain't a single sensor that needs to be replaced on that van because
Now you did it. Now you
we've
did
pretty
it.
much replaced every sensor on it, replaced the main ground wires, and we cleaned up terminals and put new terminals on other ground wires. She's had a makeover. She really has. And the real problem I had never considered.
No.
But we did have a few in the comment section that suggested we consider this.
And we thought, that can't be it. We've already replaced the little sensor.
Yeah.
That can't be it. And even when our grandson said, I think this is your problem.
Well, he's young. He's 21 years old, but he seems to be pretty evidently
he's 21.
Is he? How old is he now?
22, 23.
Holy cow.
But anyway.
You know what that makes me?
Yes, I know.
Anyway.
And anyway, when he first mentioned it to us, we said, well, we replaced the sensor. We just had all that done. And he says, that's not the part I'm talking about.
Yeah. We replaced a torque converter clutch solenoid.
Yes.
Yeah. And we had done that when we serviced the transmission a few weeks ago.
So we thought, okay, it can't be that.
So, but before, he then told us what he thought it was. But I do want to say that, and he wasn't reading the comments, but there was already about 3 or 4 folks in the comment section that said the same thing. And to be honest with you, I poo-pooed it.
Yes, he did.
And when Josh said it, our grandson, I poo-pooed it.
Yes, he did.
But guess what? That's what it was.
We went ahead with that idea and replaced that.
So,
and
the faulty part that was causing all this trouble for all these last 3 years was, do I hear a drum roll? The torque converter.
Yes.
The torque converter was bad. And, that's what it was.
And since we fixed that, replaced that, oh my gosh, you could ask for a better running rig.
Oh man, it's just it's absolutely night and day.
Now we haven't climbed the mountain yet.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about that. But I wish I could have afforded to have gotten a high dollar torque converter, but I just simply went to O'Reilly's and got a just a rebuilt one through O'Reilly's. It was $220, I think. And then Rick, the guy that I used,
we had to buy all new transmission fluid.
Yeah. We had to do transmission fluid all over again. And then Rick charged me $300, so we have about $600 in it, in fixing it. Well, plus all the other money we spent clear up to that point. But anyway,
Anyway,
we've
we
been-
knew you all would be wanting
Yeah.
to know.
We've been driving it now for almost a week,
Yep,
or at least a week. Yeah,
next week.
yeah.
Can't remember
And
what day we picked it up.
never, not a minute's trouble. Works perfect now. Real pleasure to drive.
So
And
that's
anyway,
one worry off our minds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, let's all get through this. Don't give up. If you're thinking about maybe canceling your reservation, please hang on and, see if you can make it work, because we're going to have a lot of fun at this one. And it sure would be a shame if some of us decided, well, I guess I better not chance it. And then all of a sudden, after
Everything's
it's too
fine.
late, everything works out and we could have been there enjoying the festivities.
Yeah.
But one thing we do know for sure, we are never scheduling another rendezvous
This
in
time of year.
October,
too
because we keep forgetting that September 30th is the end of the fiscal year. And if these people can't get along up there in Washington for one reason or another, then, there we are. So that's what we're going to do. Okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Anything else, babe?
Nope, we covered everything else in the last video, and
Yeah. And
we are proceeding forward, and we hope to see all of you there.
in fact, the next campground we're going to end up at, we have excellent service there. Our upload speeds are strong enough that we could go live.
Well, we'll see how.
And we might go live and just visit with people, and if we know anything new,
Yeah.
we'll be able to convey that at that time.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
All right. Anyway, y'all take care. We hope we get to see you at the rendezvous. We're going to proceed as if everything's going to be fine. And anyway, for now, we're going to say this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. And we are not camping.
We are living.
And you all get out there and do some living. And we will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.